Hey, hello, good morning. Um, Let me change the categories. YouTube just put this stream to gaming again for some reason. I think by default everything is gaming. Yeah, you just have to like manually change it. Thank you. I'll just get things started. Haven't done much yet, but hopefully this will coming up to be all right. Somewhere around here. Mm. Excuse me. Mm. Thanks for that. Yeah, let's hope so. I wish that would happen. To be honest, it's pretty hard for drawing channels to get like popular and stuff, especially live, as drawing itself is not something that's very enjoyable. I mean, not very entertaining. I know people like to watch like drawing videos, but those are like sped up ones. Um, the real speed, the real speed drawing process would just like take forever, and it took a lot. It takes a lot of consideration as well. So every now and then, I had to pause for a little while and just do some analyzing of the further details. So at this stage, nothing really is moving. So yeah, that's what my concern is. I don't think this thing will ever get popular, to be honest. Um, but unless if you like study or if you're doing something else that you want to do together with me, I think that makes sense. If you just purely from like spend a bit of time to entertain yourself point of view, um, drawing video is definitely not something that most people want to go for. Hey, hello. I guess that means good morning. Okay, guys, I always try to find a reference to draw so that could improve my accuracy and stuff. Um, but more and more mm, I get like AI generated images popping into my view, especially on Pinterest, which really makes me a little frustrated. Actually, very frustrated. Yeah. All right, thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, I wish I'm a great artist, but I think I'm still practicing and learning. Well, yeah. But I guess even a great artist won't stop learning and practicing, right? Because that's how you keep improve yourself. So I think I need to have some extra space at the back of these. But yeah, I'll perhaps come back to it. Hmm. Human is the hardest thing to draw. Yeah. Everything else is easy because we don't really see them. Like if you want to draw a dog or cat or something, as long as you capture the basics, nobody's gonna judge you. But if you draw a face and you messed up a little bit, everyone will be like, "That face looks wrong." Yeah, and yeah, and that's not gonna work. Um, Anatomy is the other thing that's really tricky, and they're all human, so they're all part of human body. I guess yeah, that's why I'm saying human is perhaps the hardest thing to draw. Hey, hello. Yeah, that's really is for me because I know a lot of artists who's like really good at drawing figures and stuff, but um, it's still a learning process for me. I don't think I'm like that good at doing that. Um, if you give me a picture and get me to copy that, not a problem. I can always do that. But if you want me to pump up a really good natural pose from my imagination, yeah, that's not gonna be easy. That's good to know. They're not gonna get weird. Um, if you find it doesn't look good, just have a look what's wrong with it. Try to figure out what the problem is, so next time we can like avoid or improve. Don't just give it up. Yeah, I look. That's the thing. I believe if I am a professional mangaka or anime artist for about a year or so, I should have a chance to collect enough what I call visual memories inside my brain So I could, create some poses without having reference just because I draw a lot. But at this point in time, if I had to draw illustration, if it's simple pose, I can work it out like standing or like a normal like selfie pose. That's not an issue. But anything that has a specific angle, um, a different type of perspective or dramatic perspective, I will need a reference. Uh, but it's easy these days. I just get a friend to pose for me, or I just pose it myself. You find it's a little awkward to start with like posing and then use your own photo as a reference. Um, but I remember I watched a documentary that kind of shows how artists in Pixar doing their animations. If they don't know how the actor moves, or sorry, how the model should move, how each character should move, they will just act in themselves and record that and use themselves as a guide of reference to help animate their characters. So that's like perfectly legit, and it's more like a industry thing that you just have to do that. You just have to find the quickest way to find references. You can't hear? Is everything gets stuck again? Uh, can you guys hear me? Could that be my volume is very low? Let me check that. Oh, thanks. Oh, so thank you. Thanks for that. um, okay, this is like 60% complete. I can see the eyes and hand and other details quite important. But by now, I can very much tell that the drawing reference I got is an AI generated image. I am speechless. Um, I thought the reference here is drawn by human to start with, and I didn't really look that carefully. Um, or I was just fooled because this reference image, unlike the other AI generated image, it has a very unique style, and you can almost tell how the like pen stroke moves and stuff. Um, but then yeah, but then I just realized there's like weird stuff here and there that kind of um, sold it. Yeah, I guess nowadays AI just becomes better and better. Then to the point it's gonna be very hard to tell if it's an AI generated picture or not. Um, Only when you start to use the picture in your commercial work or in the as a drawing reference, when you like look at every single detail, you could start to realize that this could be an AI generated image. Um, yeah. All right, it's not a huge deal. I should stop complaining about this. It's fine. It's still very much a good drawing so far. So yeah. Hello. Hi. What's getting way too complex? What is it? Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. Sorry, I didn't see the context yet. Um, you have to look into the details. Um, yeah, and once you look into the details, you could tell. You could tell. Um, because as a human artist, if I create an artwork, every stroke on the paper is something that I have to consider to create. Um, but AI don't have that. AI just like give you some rough stuff. So yeah. No, I don't. I don't have sketch first. I just draw. I started this about 23 minutes ago. Yeah, but I have a reference. Don't get me wrong. I have a reference. You will get better. Don't worry. It's all gonna be good. Yeah, this pen is really good. I get used to it. Um, Not every single pen works as good as this. Um, Especially on this surface. This one works a lot better. If you mean I get used to pen to start a drawing, not necessarily, because if it's my own illustration, I would definitely do like basic sketches and details before I move on to using pen. Um, yeah, but I'm doing this for quick exercise every day, just to get my hand ready for more drawings after this. Mm, oh, that. Okay. I guess you have to love art first, right? If you like drawing and you enjoy that, you can start to consider being a professional. Um, yeah, if you don't like that, look, art is like, mm, I don't know how to describe that. Art is a very different industry, so you probably don't want to step into that if you are not 100% sure. Thanks. Yeah, it's getting there. Um, Especially when if you consider this from a financial point of view, it's totally uh, yeah, it's totally not something you wanna you wanna get. If you wanna get like if your goal is get financially success, then art is not something that you want to do. You like graffiti on training? I don't have much opinions about graffiti. I know a lot of good graffiti artists out there, but I never did that myself, so I don't really know. For me, tools and surfaces are very important, so I do most of my art on paper. Yeah, look, nobody's that good to bone with. You have to accept that there's a learning curve and there's a progress that you have to go through. Sorry to sound like a teacher, but that's just how art works. If you stop at certain point, then everything that you did earlier, you did before, will be gone. So beware of that. Yeah. So as artists, that we have to just constantly push ourselves and make ourselves better than what we look like yesterday. Mm, look, if your friend's saying you're a good artist, that means you are a good artist. At least among the same kind of group that you have around you, and that's a good thing. That actually can help improve you. You know, that encourages you too. Yeah. So don't take that as a joke. I mean, your friend might, might think that's real. You are a good artist to them. So that means you have a good drawing skills compared to most of the people. But it's like everything. There's always something that's someone who's better at doing that than you. There's always someone who's not as good as you. We just need to understand our position and keep learning. That's it. Like me, I know I have a lot to learn. Anatomy is one of the things that I want to try to master. Max, that's something I really like to draw, but I never had a chance to really dig into it. Um, yeah, maybe after I've done good enough human anatomy, I'll move on to Max. Um, yeah, and facial details. I think I spent last 2 months to work on facial details. Um, that actually made me improved a little bit. Now I know there's different ways of doing um, eyes in different angles. That is a very useful practice. We I color that. You know what? Maybe I'll color a little bit, but certainly not the whole thing. I don't have a lot of time for this. Um, the goal of this daily exercise will last for 40 minutes to an hour. Yeah, I used to just say 40 minutes, but now of my video is shorter than 40 minutes. That means within 40 minutes, there's no way I can finish that. So now I say we're gonna do a, yeah, 40 minutes to an hour. Hopefully, this will get it down within that time frame. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Look, it's always a good thing to post your work online. I mean, like, yes, you do get criticisms, but most of the people will just say good things about it. So go for it. Yeah, that's also a very good platform to know people who like similar stuff than with you, and yeah, that's a good thing to the community too, and to yourself as well. Mm, YouTube is a little tricky because you do have to record the process and edit the videos and all that kind of stuff. You could do Instagram or some other apps like TikTok would do. So yeah, I don't know about the other platform, but I use the Instagram and TikTok. They all of them are very friendly in art communities. Hey, thanks for coming back. Yeah, please go check out Kara's work. Mm. See that? Yeah, that works. Instagram is a good platform, I think, because you're not gonna worry about like editing videos and all that. We're just purely you'll finish the work, upload it. Oh, don't forget my suggestion: take a good photo. Super important because I've seen a lot of really good drawings and I post it in Instagram in a very dim environment, which has like a big shadow of your hand and the mobile phone on the on the art piece, and it was just uploaded. That's no good. Okay, you need to, well, like anything, you have a good product, you need to do a good presentation. So take a good photo, at least nice and bright environment. Well, art or drawing here, drawing is like a pure visual thing. So whatever you upload there, however you made the thing to present better, is gonna improve your view. That's definitely for sure. Who else do you draw apart from Kanjuro? I know Demon Slayer Zoo is a very good topic. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, yep, I think it's getting there. It's getting very close to finalize it actually. I usually want to do just a bit of a very simple coloring here and there on the artwork just to make it less boring, because I know if I don't do any color, um, it's not gonna it's not gonna be very good. So I am going to do a little color in the eye, as well as like some very basic color on the skin, um, and that will be it. I don't want to do too much, because yeah, overdo it wouldn't give me any benefit. At the moment, try to find the right color. Yep, found one. You know what? That's exactly why I drew this one. When I look at the headphone, I was like, I want these. Yeah, the headphone is so good. Um, yeah. Nope, no worries. You have a good night. Mm. Hi, Daisy. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there so far. Um, Thanks, Mika. I wouldn't exactly say this is the style of my drawing, because I'm just picking a reference and try to copy from that, in order to learn a couple of things. Yeah, so the style varies depending on different reference there. Hey. Hmm. Should I color the hair? Um, Honestly, I don't really know about that. What time is it? Oh no, actually, I'm done. Yeah, it's already been 15 minutes, so coloring the hair would take a little too long. Mm. So, um, that's pretty good, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm done with the drawing pretty much. Um, there's a very small issue here. I think this line on the shoulder bumped up a little too much, and that's it. It makes her look a little um, buff. The other one is the position of this point of this bone needs to be shift to the right a bit. Um, oh, hi. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Uh, I think I'm pretty much done for this, unless I want to do the hair. You know what? Maybe I should do the hair. Um, Let me think about that. Yeah, that's that. Those are the two major flaws I have here. I wouldn't say that's a flaw because you can't. You know, if I don't tell you that, you probably won't even tell. Um, but yeah, that is an issue for me. Anyway, I might do some hair coloring. I gotta try to find the right color first. I suppose B120 and B260 would work. Yeah. Okay, is this B120? Yeah, B120 and B260. There's just too many of them. Yeah, the clothes, probably not, but the hair, yes, I want to try that. Basically, what happened to the clothes is that the yeah, I actually simplified the clothes. The clothes was a little too crazy, kind of. So yeah, I simplified it. The benefit of using this sketchbook is I don't have to worry about the color bleed through to the next page. You will always be bleed proof, something that you can trust. The concern I have here, well, not concern, but something I need to be careful about is trying not to get a bleed to other colors. Now, Yeah, this is a special one. This one designed by Ahuhu. They look, to be honest, I don't know how they achieve that, but I think they perhaps like put something right in the middle of the paper to like force to stop the bleeding from happening. Like maybe some kind of plastic thing in the middle of the paper. Mm, but you know, the ink has to go somewhere, even if it doesn't really go to the back of the paper. It has to go somewhere. Since they put the block thing right in the middle of the paper, they the ink when I apply to the paper, they start to bleed to the areas around. So if I want to draw a super sharp edge, I will have to be very, very careful. Try not to, try not to get the color cross the line. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to produce this type of paper, I believe. But they did a really really good job on this one. I never seen any other sketchbook that actually stopped the bleeding as crazy as these. Um, I gave it a very hard test when I first get the book. I like try to color one area for more than 20 times, and the color stays on one side. It goes outside of the line a little bit. That's why I realized that the color has to go somewhere. If it doesn't go through to the back of it just go to the next area. Oh, good. I'm pretty happy with what I got so far. Today is a lucky day, and there's no major mistakes apart from the shoulder, so I'm happy with it. Do I need more subs? Yes, I need more subs. But where do I get more subs? Okay, I'm not sure where to get the subs. Anyway, how many subs do I have now? All viewers. Oh yeah, I think I got about 300,000, something like that. 301 now. Okay, that's good. I wasn't really paying much attention to it. Because that's not something I make money from. If I become a full-time YouTuber, I probably wish I have like 1 or 2 million subscribers to to support me. But I have you guys. That's really appreciate that. You guys are good enough. Um, and thank you so much, guys, for watching this. I'm down at today 62 minutes, a little longer than what I initially was planned, but it's worthwhile to actually color the hair and make the whole, at least this part, the whole upper part, look more comprehensive. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I love this drawing myself too. The actual artwork was a big inspiration. Do you want to have a look at the reference photo I have there? Okay, I kind of feel bad about showing the reference photo. Um, all right, that is the reference photo I have here. Um, I think I did the face part all right. The shoulder, that's what I meant by that. The shoulder is not really like up to the right angle. Um, and this bone here is kind of wrong. So the tip of the bone here needs to be shifted about half or 1.3 millimeters onto the right to make it look good. Yeah, it's not all that bad, but still here and there. And plus, this one's cuter because he actually made the head bigger. Now, when I say he, I don't really mean this is a human. It's just sorry. It could be a her or could be an AI. I think now when I look at that, look, if I see all the lies, I probably think this is a human artist. But as soon as I see stuffs like this, you see this weird fur thing. Um, can you see that the weird fur thing that comes from? This is supposed to be a T-shirt, okay, or a hoodie of some kind, but this fur is just absolutely wrong. And this, I don't even know what that is. This weird stuff, that kind of make it look like it's a, it's an AI drawing. Um, yeah, so yeah, the picture is AI, right? That's what I figured. That's what I figured. Um, the all these little things, but I did a bit of a careful analyze that the basic structure of her movement or her posture was okay, was correct. So that's why I'm picking this one to do. Um, it might be part of the design. Yes, you could be right. I I never thought about that. That yeah, you could be right. You mean like the fur on the outfit? That could be, but what about this? What about this little gray thing? That doesn't really make sense to me. Um, but anyway, yeah, that was a that itself. If it's AI generated, I have to say it's a really nice drawing. Apart from all the things that I don't really understand, but yeah, there's another one down by the same kind of style or look, even if this is AI generated picture, I'm not sure if you guys ever go through how AI generated pictures. Um, I think it still takes whoever the creator was quite a while to get the whole thing up to this level. Yeah, certainly not drawing part, but whoever did this have a pair of eyes that would understand the basic structures of a human anatomy um, and actually have a sense of like what's looking good, what's bad. So I wouldn't say it's a fully like trained artist, but still a very good artist who can only a very good artist who can do this. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm done today. You have a good day, good night, good evening, and I'll see you later. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks, whoever. Miss 56. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Um, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.